Oz moved to tears in a long wrangled with palace staffs over Queen gave Meg a brutal royal snub. In his released book set to release an update this year, Robert Lacey sheds new light on how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were sidelined by the royal family at last year's Commonwealth Day service. Prince Harry was on the verge of tears after Meghan Markle received a brutal royal snub last year, according to one expert. Royal historian and author Robert Lacey has said that, despite Prince William and Kate Middleton's best efforts to defuse the situation, the Sussexes were still cut up after the Commonwealth Day service in March 2020. Writing in an updated version of his book Battle of Brothers, Lacey described how Harry and Meghan's last appearance as working royals went worse than it had seemed. The initial annoyance allegedly arose over the order in which the royals were set to enter the service. The plan was that Harry and Meghan would take their seats first while William and Kate would join the Queen, Prince Charles, and Camilla in arriving later. A source reported at the time that the Sussexes were quite sensitive and emotional about being snubbed from the main family, so the Cambridges joined them to resolve the issue. Buckingham Palace tried to play down the last-minute change in a statement and said there was no set format for this annual service as it depended on how many members of the royal family are in attendance. Now, Lacey has revealed an intriguing twist. He claims that programs detailing the exact order of procession had been handed out before the royals arrived, meaning that everyone was already aware that Harry and Meghan had been snubbed. He wrote in his updated book, "The only problem was that 2,000 orders of service had already been distributed round the Abbey," explaining that William and Kate would enter and process with the main royal party, and making no mention at all of Harry and Meghan. So there was the snub in black and white, set out for all to see. Observers also noted that Harry's face was quite tense and unsmiling, and that when William sat down close to him, he barely greeted his brother. Throughout the service, Meghan megawatted away with her best TV smile, but, as the ceremony progressed, Harry appeared to grow gloomier. According to one observer, his accelerated blinking even suggested he might have been fighting back tears. Given what Lacey alleges, it is hardly surprising that it was Harry and Meghan's last working royal appearance. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stunned viewers when they sat down for a tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey back in March. During the televised conversation, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex dropped many bombshells about their lives, including some unflattering details about what life was really like for them within the confines of the royal family. It reports that royal author Andrew Morton isn't convinced that Meghan Markle was living a life of isolation during her years working in the royal family. In fact, the expert refutes the Duchess of Sussex's claims of not being able to see friends and barely leaving the house in new chapters for his biography Meghan, a Hollywood Princess. She also claimed that over one 4-month period, she had only twice left the house, again indicating that she was a lonely prisoner hidden away by the men in grey. Yet she was seen out on numerous occasions, dinner and lunch appointments in Notting Hill, beauty treatments in Kensington and various shopping trips, Morton wrote. Though she was snapped by the paparazzi, British newspapers declined to buy photographs of these excursions. She also felt silenced and trapped by the system. Her passport, driver's license and keys were taken away from her as though she were entering an open prison, the author continued. That didn't stop her, though, from making numerous speeches on female empowerment, equality and other issues while traveling around the world on private and commercial aircraft. It was a curious kind of muzzling. It seems that Morton, like others who have spoken out, finds Meghan's claims a bit confusing. However, the Duchess has stood firm in her comments about feeling oppressed and seems unafraid to share her story in the months since her royal exit.